Why he's attractive and I'm not. Lock in.
Most attractive man on planet Earth. And this is me, an average guy. And this is 3 more of my friends.
Most attractive man on planet Earth. Jack is attractive. I know Jack. I don't think he was voted, you are unbelievably hot. Did Sydney Sweeney really say that to Jack?
Earth. And this is me, an average guy. And this is 3 more of my friends getting rated on attractiveness by these 3 random girls. Bye-bye. As you can imagine, he won.
They gave him a 3.327. Yo, that's fucked up. 5'3". Yo, I'd give him like an 8. I'd say average is like chat. What's average? It's not 5. People, I've always said this whenever we talk about like cut videos or something where people are rating each other on attractiveness. 7 is at a 6 or a 7 is what most people would say is average. When I ask you what's average, you're going to say a 5. But if like I'm actually saying, hey, what is this person? Oh, he's average 6. Oh, he's average 7, right? If you say, oh, he's average 5, you're calling them fucking ugly. Because I think that's also just based off of like grading scales. Because like a C is average and 70 is normally accompanied by C as a letter grade. So like if I think somebody's like just averagely attractive, I'm going to say they're like C, 70. 6, 5, 4, 3, F. Like if you're saying, oh, you're average 2.
And this is a professional therapist who studies attractiveness.
I think attractive.
5's in the middle, though. 5's in the middle, but the way it scales is different. The way I see it is if you rate somebody 1 to 4, you are saying they are butt ugly. You are saying they're fucking gross. 5 and a 6, you're saying they're unattractive. They're not ugly, but they're unattractive. A 7 is average. An 8, 7.5, you're a little above average. 8's good looking. 8.5 hot. 9 smoking. 9.5 gorgeous. 10 perfect. That is perfect rating.
And this is a professional therapist who studies attractiveness.
I think attractiveness is a science, and I think that we.
Attractiveness is a science in what way? Facial symmetry is the only thing that really coincides, I think, with what people think is attractive. The more symmetrical your features are, the more people find you attractive. Outside of that, it's usually personal preference, maybe based on culture or society, right? Which is where it would be more sociology than science, but sociology might be a science. Anyways, I mean, like, yeah, like morbidly obese people used to be more attractive or kind of the standard of what was really attractive in medieval times because it meant that you were wealthy. Now, people usually find people that are more in shape attractive, but there are also people that like dad bods or fit people or more like heftier people, whatever it is. That's preference. But most people universally agree that if your face is symmetrical, you're attractive.
So that by the end of the video, the girls will actually start rating them higher than Jack Neal, who's probably the best looking man in the United States. But can science actually explain what makes people more attractive? Today, we're finding out. Starting with style. Okay, so in the first experiment, my friends...
Style, yeah, style matters. If you're going off of like a naked human, it's technically what's best for survival. You biologically look at someone and go, will they live long enough to have kids, raise those kids, and help with survival, right? Because we're animals, right? That's why people usually, that's like why stereotypically women find tall, muscular men attractive with a full head of hair, because that means that they're healthy, fit, and strong, and they're able to fucking take care of survivalistic needs. Outside of that, society's changed, right? And like, you know, style does matter.
Changing their style. I hired a professional stylist to come in and make all of them look better, but Jack Neal will be staying exactly the same.
I'm actually so jealous of you, and you look great.
Let's see how this changes things in this round. We'll see if my friend's scores get...
Yeah, he looked more drippy. Yeah. Yo, that bumped my man up right here. Another 2 points.
Any closer to Jack Neal this time to find out how much fashion actually influences your attractiveness.
Bo, she has a I love nerds shirt. That's perfect for you.
The girls have a list of regular dating questions to pick from to
What's your idea of a romantic date? What's your favorite thing to do? Oh, so they're doing personality stuff too.
ask the guys, but they don't realize how we've changed their looks.
Question number 3. What are your thoughts on country music?
Country music? I love country music. What's your favorite song? The new one by Beyonce.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Regardless of what we're changing, in each round, we still gave the guys the chance to try to riz.
Question number 4. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, easy. The Notebook. Oh, so easy. Oh my God. Fault in Our Stars. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely The Notebook. Like stereotypically, like it's My Secret Life of Pets. Oh my God. Despicable Me 3. Somebody says Human Centipede. Contestant number 4. What's your favorite movie? Human Centipede.
What's your favorite movie?
The Notebook is great.
Yeah, that's a great. Did Jack whisper that?
Person number 4. What's your favorite movie?
The Notebook
Yeah.
is great.
No, chat. This is not pre-watched. That's just a very stereotypical answer. Every girlfriend makes their guy watch The Notebook.
My favorite movie is Cars.
I love Cars, actually. I'd say
Anthony's style goes a really long way.
Signals to a person who's like a potential partner that you care about your appearance. You take that extra time to do things.
But despite us increasing my friend's style, it seemed like, at least in this round, Jack was still winning them over.
What's your favorite book or movie?
I really like this movie called A Clockwork Orange.
You a big Kubrick fan?
Yeah.
You like The Clockwork Orange? I had to watch that for my American cinema class. That was like,
Are you a morning person or a night off?
I'd love to be a morning person, but I'd say lately it's just been really thrown off. How about you?
Mostly morning.
Gosh, I can change though.
And these were the average scores each of them got in
ooh, they lowered Jack to a 7.
this round. Almost everyone's score went up, and Jack's score went down, but he still won.
No, his went down. But that motherfucker also didn't know what to say. They only went up by like 1, though.
I didn't want my friends to hear their scores if they didn't want to, but I really think they should.
Do you guys want to just pass them around? Whoa, wait, first. Who won? Jack won.
You'll see why their scores are so important in a bit. Luckily, style's just one of 5 factors we'll be testing in this video that...
Yeah, that's the biggest ego boost, though. If you're Jack, just in that group, you're just like, oh, fuck yes. In the back of his head.
And next up, we have humor.
We told all the guys to prepare a bunch of
Bro, prepare a joke? Oh, fuck no. All right, so why was the lunch tree so drippy on the Hawk to a Fortnite birthday party? Because Peso Puma Prime.
super funny. Jack Neal, I told him just like be normal, be stale, if anything.
And just as a reminder,
This is a blind study, so the girls have no idea what's being changed every round.
and as these guys are getting rated, I think it'd be useful if I told you a little bit about who they are.
Guy number 1, if you could meet anyone who's no longer alive, who would it be?
We know the worst answer here. We know. I don't even need to say the worst. I immediately popped in my head. The old man during World War II. Yeah, the old Adolf Hitler. That would be the worst answer by far. If you were like, who would you like to meet? I don't know. Probably, I don't know, him. Now that would be pretty bad. Somebody to meet historically. What would be a good answer where they would rate you more attractive? Fuck, dude. I don't know. If I'm just saying my honest answer, I'd probably be like, oh, Socrates. But, like, outside of that, fuck if I know. Yeah, serial killer would be bad. Be like, oh, John Wayne Gacy. I don't know a good answer. I feel like there's no definitive good answer. It depends on the person.
If you weren't alive, it would be you.
Okay, but
If you weren't alive, it would be you.
This is Manny. He's most well known for asking Olivia Rodrigo to prom last summer. She said yes, but that's unfortunately over, so he's looking for something new.
on to person 3. Have you ever felt that you were in love with someone?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, not my Amex.
No, not my Amex Platinum card. Oh, not my Amex card. Oh, dude, it just drops like a rock. It's not plastic, it's metal.
This is Manuel. He's a YouTuber whose
Oh, unlimited spending.
biggest video is asking Jen Ortega on a date. It's easy to get him and Manny confused since their names are both technically Manuel, and they've both asked out ex-Disney Channel stars with 5-letter first names. They also live together, but they are different people.
If you were to be canceled for anything, what would it be?
Probably it would be something I said in this video. I have a question for you, actually.
Okay.
Have you ever
Oh my god, he just says something horrific. He's like, oh, saying the N-word too much.
seen Star Wars? Because Yoda only won for me.
This is Hudson. He's also a YouTuber who's asked every other YouTuber on a date for videos, but he's never been on a real one. And these are some of my closest friends.
Tell me a joke.
Are you a hot dog stand?
That's the joke?
You have to answer the question.
And Jack Neal's Jack Neal. He's that guy. But for this round, he's being stale. We'll see how that affects the scores. And this is me. I've never had a girlfriend, and I'm really proud of my friends for doing this because
Honestly, I don't think I could mentally handle getting a 2 out of 10 or something like that. That would be crazy. I'm always kind of like trying to be funny. Like I'm always making jokes. I'm actually very curious.
Yo, I would be pressed though. I understand that. Like, if you're like, yo, do you want to be in this video? You're like, yeah, sure. Expecting, like, the worst you're going to get's, like, a 5. Somebody rates you, like, a fucking 2. You'd be like, fuck you. I'd get mad as shit.
Girls genuinely find that be more attractive or not.
And ultimately, here were the scores for this round. That's right. Hudson won.
Bro, he won, but he got a 5.9.
Let's go!
Like, why are the women rating them so low?
Go!
You got last place this round.
Clearly, humor makes a huge difference in attractiveness.
Call me every lady. I know.
But
This is where we introduce the twists of this video. So tonight, we have rented out a mansion, and we're hosting a party where all the girls from this video, as well as a ton of other girls that I know...
He's on his phone.
Man, Manny, what are you doing, bro? This fine. I don't even care. He doesn't need to hear about it. They're going to a party tonight with every girl that they know, that I know that they know.
And you have to get a girl to do coke in the bathroom with you. If you achieve, you get a +1 rating on your attractiveness score.
And I want you to use all the skills you learned today. You can wear all the clothes that the professional stylist gave you. And we're going to see if all of this actually applies in real life. So I hope you've been paying attention to your scores.
I told you I was proud of my friends for doing this, but I feel bad. Hopefully by the end of the day, they will have become experts. Jack Neal's invited too, as long as he doesn't talk to everyone at the party. Okay, for this round, we're changing height. We didn't tell the girls why the guys were behind a black curtain, but in reality, we made Jack Neal the shortest one. So with the bottom half of their bodies covered, we're gonna find out, does height actually matter that much? Before we started the round, I asked the shortest...
Bro, they got my man standing on like 6 boxes. Oh my god. Those are like workout mats.
Before we started the round, I asked the shortest guy in the group if he was hopeful.
Yo, it's obvious that he's short though. Like, it was like that video where it's like, you could tell by just body size who's short. Like, just looking at him, I could tell he's shorter than him. Like, just off of just usually how wide somebody's body is.
Well, he'd have a chance this round.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's been tough. You know, it's been tough going against a really, you know, a blue-eyed 6-foot guy with not you.
Okay, honestly.
It's just like, I'm trying, man.
What is your morning routine like?
Morning routine. It's waking up, opening like the eyes.
Would you also walk me through the
Yeah.
most embarrassing thing that's happened to you in the past 2 years?
The embarrassing thing.
Wow. Okay, so wow, chat. I can't even like when I mean I shit myself, but like I wasn't at like a party. You've shit yourself within the past 2 years? Yeah, probably that. Oh, when I pissed in yeah, the piss drawer. Yeah. Yeah. Or when I got roofied. When I got roofied, I mean, I didn't feel the embarrassment because I don't remember it, but I know it was definitely embarrassing. That, and then when I blacked out and pissed in my own drawer. Yeah, that was the piss drawer, probably. Piss drawer's probably worse than when I shit myself.
Oh yeah, my friend asked out Olivia Rodrigo.
Give me your number.
And he was very embarrassed afterwards. And he was very embarrassed about that. Yeah,
I would be too.
couldn't be me.
Thanks.
What's interesting about this experiment is the girls could make a special connection with one of the guys that could skew the result. It would be hard to know whether the connection the girls made with them, though, was aided by the variable in change. Do you think people are good at explaining why they are attracted to someone?
If you could repeat one day of your life over and over and over again, what would it be?
It's gonna sound a bit cheesy, but
Oh, the day I met you.
I mean, I moved from Cuba to here, and then I spent like 3 years without seeing my family. So I went back, I was a little bit older, and then I saw them for the first time in a while, and that was really cool.
I feel like a lot of attraction is subconscious.
What day would you repeat? In the last few years, in the last year, what day would I repeat? Going to Iceland was fire. But I mean, I would have to like really think about that.
See the height being like a baseline factor. Women prefer men like around like 8 or 9 inches taller than they are.
Oh, that's interesting.
What would you do instinctively if someone were to hit on your girlfriend?
I mean, I don't know. Ideally, I'd be with like a really beautiful girl like yourself who's like very used to that, and maybe
Thank you.
or, like, it would just happen all the time. So it just kind of like be like laughable at that point. Like
The challenge of having Jack Neal being the Wizard of Oz again was back, but at least he was short now, which could affect the score.
Who is your celebrity crush?
When I was 13, on my Instagram page, I posted like ask me questions, and one of them was that question. I said my biggest celebrity crush is Ellen DeGeneres.
That had to be a joke. Ellen DeGeneres is like 80 and a lesbian.
Because I thought it literally meant, who's your favorite celebrity? Now,
His favorite celebrity was Ellen DeGeneres. Out of any famous person, bro, out of any famous person, she's 66? Bro, she is not 66. She is old as fuck. Oh, she is 66. Bro, I thought that bitch was like 85. Oh my God. I thought she was old as hell.
I feel like his confidence is just going up every
Yeah, I know. He's getting way better at this.
realistically, celebrity crush. Are you a celebrity?
No.
Oh,
Although the guys had a good round in improving their confidence, here were
Celebrity crush when I was a kid? I remember the first time I watched, when I was like 7 and I watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl for the first time. Yo, it was like a song, it was like a movie song played. I was like, damn, dude. I remember I used to like dream of being Shark Boy in Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Or, oh my God, yo, the goth girl from Victorious when I was a kid. Yo, what was her name? Jade West. Yeah. The goth girl. She's, yeah, from Victorious, dude. When I was a kid, this girl. Bro, this motherfucker was so weird. Oh my God. Yo, this is bringing back memories. How creepy that fucking doll was. Like, why did they have this in the show? The fucking puppet, Robbie Shapiro.
their scores from this round. Clearly, height wasn't as big of a factor as we thought. Jack Neal won, but Manny got second place, and this was by far his best round. But in this next round, we're getting deep.
All 4 of these guys are YouTubers or TikTokers, and they're all like slightly famous in their own right. And Jack Neal is actually the most famous of all of them. But in this round, he's gonna say he has a completely normal.
Jack might be the biggest on YouTube as well, but I was going to say I would usually rank YouTube numbers higher than TikTok numbers. Like, if somebody had 1 mil on YouTube or 5 mil on TikTok, I would say the person with 1 mil on YouTube's bigger. Like, I would not count my TikTok followers to have to do... Like, obviously, most people know me from that, but, like, I am more proud of my YouTube following than my TikTok following. By far. And I have, like, 10 times as many followers on TikTok.
This round, he's gonna say he has a completely normal job. So we'll see if the fame and seemingly money is gonna affect how they're rated in this round. What do you think?
I think that it will affect this round because I think that women look for people that have money or have good careers. It shows that they work hard and it shows that they're going to be willing to take care of them and pamper them, provide for them.
I think women that are solely looking for men that are rich is fucked, but I don't think it's outlandish for a woman to want a man that has a steady job. Like, I'll see videos, people ranting, being like, oh, like, it would be like a YouTube video of a girl being like, yeah, I want my man to have a job, and people are like, oh, gold digger. I'm like, that's just not how that works. Like, it's not outlandish for a woman to be like, I want you to have a career. Like, I don't want you to, like, be unemployed and have no job for the last 6 months. Like, that's not outlandish.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I make really good coffee.
That's not a hidden talent, Jack.
Just like I'm a barista.
I wanted you to tell me that you could juggle.
At Starbucks, like the twerk it one.
Do you believe in soulmates?
No.
I mean, yeah, I'd go yeah.
No. I don't think my soul... I think that I am meant to be with Brooke, right? I really love Brooke. I want to be with Brooke for the rest of my life. Do I think that my soul was binded to hers when we were born? No. Like, a lot of it is how you both grew up. You both formed to match each other, right? Personality-wise. 5 years ago, I don't think Brooke and I would have matched well. I was a douchebag. I was way different personality-wise, mindset-wise. So was she. So we wouldn't have clicked then, right? And then over time, we end up working, and now we grow together, right? That's how it works, right? So to say that you're soul-binded is just, it doesn't make sense because there's so, how are you going to say, oh, you're meant to be with this person from birth?
Do you have any celebrity crushes?
Would you like to grab a cup of coffee by any chance?
No. Meanwhile, it was seeming like the guys besides Jack Neal were forgetting about the whole occupation part of this round.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're asking me completely unrelated questions. Dude, what am I supposed to say?
But then they all mentioned it.
What's your dream in life?
Oh, well, I already have it because I'm actually a YouTuber.
I'm a YouTuber, by the way.
A YouTuber. And
Bye. Whoa.
Time to see how their scores changed.
Bro, but they didn't say how much money they make. You could say, hey, what's your profession? Oh, I'm a YouTuber. And you make $0. There's people that say they're YouTubers and they have 1,000 subscribers and get 10 views a video. Like, you could say you're a YouTuber, but like that holds no weight unless you actually talk about how much money you make. Like, just saying you're a YouTuber doesn't mean you have money.
And these are the scores for this round. This time
8.3.
Manny won. I'm not sure if it's because of the job thing or if it's because the tall girl to the left of him gave him a 9. She's coming to the party later, so I'm sure he's hoping he'll have the chance to talk to her again. We've saved the most important round for last. So for this test to make it as even as possible, the girls won't even be hearing their real voices. We're not only having them behind a black curtain, they're also going to be speaking into a voice modulator.
Man 1, what's something that always cheers you up when you're feeling down?
Yeah, so definitely for me.
What's something that cheers you up when you're down? I don't know. Probably watching a movie while eating a watermelon while I'm high.
It's definitely spending time with family.
I have a theory that Jack Neal could still win the personality round because he is the most confident in general because he's good looking.
What's your idea of like the most romantic date?
What's your favorite country?
Mine?
Yeah.
You know, I like to Rimini, Italy.
We can fly to Italy. Get a jet. Probably get some pasta, some spaghetti.
The reason, too, for this round is because
Spaghetti.
We're not changing anything about what they say. They're really all getting to try their absolute best.
You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker.
I think I have the phobia where...
What are you fucking... What is this, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory? What are you, fucking Willy Wonka?
What is your guilty pleasure TV show?
I love watching...
Guilty pleasure TV show. What does guilty pleasure mean? Does that mean it's weird that you like watching it? I don't know. I mean, like, Impractical Jokers, but that's not, like... What's, like, a weird show that I watch? Smiling Friends is a weird show. Someone said Young Sheldon. You like watching Young Sheldon?
Jesse from back in the day. It, like, brings me back to my childhood. But it's non-diagnosed by a doctor. I just think I have it. So I probably don't.
What are you most thankful for?
Probably this conversation right now. Kind of like a lot of rocks or like octopuses and like those type of things. I think I have it. I don't know.
And these are the scores from this round.
Is he saying he thinks he has autism?
Jack Neal's confidence won. But before we all went to the party, I asked Aspen, our therapist, to talk to the guys about how it went.
It's like some things that I do are so like obsession oriented and like so single, like laser focus. That I sometimes find it hard to even talk to people about that. Because it's like, how do I even tell someone that like I dedicate everything to whatever I have in front of me?
How do you feel about dating, like, just as a whole?
I'm not that interested. Just generally, I don't know. I did this video for fun.
I was trying, but then like I just gave up. So the problem is like...
Bro's gonna be a lone soldier, flying solo. What's the point of the woman in white? She's supposed to be a dating therapist, but she's kind of just sitting there.
When someone else think like, okay, if I'm looking for someone to validate me, how can I like bring them back and learn to validate myself?
I feel like she's more just a therapist, not a dating therapist. You know what I mean?
So if I'm looking for someone to tell me that I'm, you know, whatever,
Yeah, I think I've just gotten tired of like... I got like 3 messages last year like, hey, you're such a great person. I just don't see you as a friend or more than a friend.
It sounds like that, like those situations happening has like made you want to like kind of like take a step back and like maybe put up some walls.
Yes.
And I think that's so normal. And I think like taking risk and being vulnerable, like you did in those situations, like that's a good thing.
Let's say a girl here like is interested in me. I wouldn't be able to tell because like I just assume that they're not interested in me. It's like, oh, okay, well, it's just a no girls like they're a woman. Yeah.
But the guys all had one more chance.
Yeah, make it more known that women make the first move. Make it more socially acceptable that women make the first move too. Cause I'll understand what he's saying where it's like, yeah, he just has no fucking idea. And he doesn't want to come off like an asshole where it's like, oh, he's assuming that you're into him, and then it's like, oh, no. Versus, like, you just going, hey, I like you.
I'm on my way to the party right now. I'm 12 minutes.
I could never. You can never make the first move. Newsflash. Most guys would immediately be like, If you made the first move on a guy that found you attractive, they would probably shit themselves. They would think that they're in heaven, right? like actually, like they would be like, what is happening right now? Like,
minutes away. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit frazzled. After everything that my friends have gone through today, they've learned so much, I've learned so much. This has been incredibly educational, but there's only one way to put it to the test, and it's at this party.
A party with the sole purpose of testing my and my friends' Riz. What could possibly go wrong?
Nice, cool. Hey, by the way, are you you from Star Wars? Cause Yoda only won for me.
Yeah, how do you...
So should I? I don't know. It's really up to you. There's a chance guys turn you down. But statistically, if a woman asks a man out, there's probably, I'm just spitballing here, say an 85% chance that guy's going to say yes. If a guy asks a girl out, it's probably 40-60, 50-50. You got a 1 in 2 they say yes as a guy. You got a fucking 8.5 out of 10 chance, 85% that guy's going to say yes if a girl asks that guy out. I would say almost, maybe more. Guys statistically have lower standards than women. What I'm going to say is not true, but it holds, the reason it's said is because it holds some ground. Guys go for who they can, women go for who they want. That's not true, but guys' standards are lower than women's. Almost always. What a guy will rate somebody is almost always higher than what a woman will. Right? That's why survivability, men have to pan, even if you look at like birds and shit. You ever see that shit where they're doing dances where they puff out their fucking chest and they're going, fuck, just praying that something hits. Like, I'm not saying, oh, like that means that your guy doesn't love you. It's just that, like, guys are dumb. Coming from a guy, guys are dumb. They can't read social cues well. They don't know who's into them. Women are better at it.
Are you single? Your face is very symmetrical. I'm not sure if anyone has told you.
I'm very glad that you're here, to be honest with you, because I was looking forward for you being here.
Manny ended up talking to her all night. He didn't know it yet, but he'd actually end up hanging out with this girl afterwards.
He won't let me show any pictures of it, but all I can say is they're talking.
The question of the story is, do you think that all of these tests actually taught you anything about
It
how to
actually
raise up?
did.
No,
not at all.
No. But I'm happy for him, and I hope it goes well. Subscribe if you want to see me get rated next.
That was a W vid. I enjoyed that. Jack, love your content, bro. W Jack Gordon. Next!